So today we've been talking about resiliency and flexibility, so we would like to give you some of our top tips. When it comes to adverse situations and crisis management, you can see around the globe today many companies have enacted what they call business continuity plans. And this is what we've all done in the industry and in the world to make sure that when something adverse happens, we can still continue business. So my top recommendation is to practice these what-if scenarios for yourself and create a personal continuity plan. If the situation changes, what can I do? How can I motivate myself? Where can I add value? And also just practice thinking about, what if I lose my job tomorrow? What if I can't go to school for 6 months? What are the things I can do in the meantime? Of course, these are not nice things that we like to think about, but it is necessary to make sure that you don't get stuck when these things happen. Amy, what are your top tips?
So it's important to know that crisis can happen, and you just have to always be prepared for it. Then you will find yourself in a position that when the crisis does happen, that you can handle it. Make use of this time to prepare yourself and think of solutions and how you can go through this and become stronger.
That's great, Amy. Definitely we can make use of this time. A lot of us are finding ourselves with more downtime on our hands, right? And so what we can do to prepare for the next step when things start to move is we can spend time at home with our family. We can do Zoom calls since we're not supposed to be getting together in person too often. And we can ask our parents, has this ever happened to you? What did you do? Ask our parents' friends, ask our student advisors, ask our friends, how are they feeling? It's really important to keep a positive mindset and trust that things will change, because of course the only constant is change. But it's also important to acknowledge that the feelings you're going to feel through situations like this are very real, they're very valid, and everybody's experience is different. And so by talking through them, you will start to be able to understand that you're not alone and you are going to be able to get through this. A lot of times overwhelm takes us over, right? So as we do more and more of that, as we practice those skills of opening up to other people, Brene Brown, of course, talks a lot about vulnerability and how that goes hand in hand with leadership. So being able to discuss these things are incredibly important. And whether you're at the beginning of your career, mid-career, or at the end, we need to be talking to each other.
This also be a perfect time that you can start looking at different areas. If you, for example, if you're studying marketing, but you have a specific interest in aviation, then pick up a book about aviation or log on to LinkedIn Learning. There are lots of amazing online courses, and tune in for our Discovery Digital.
Yes.
And then you find a lot of tips from the experts from different areas. So it all help you to build up your knowledge for the industry and help you to find out what you really want to do.
Yes, thank you, Amy.